What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me today for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I am the Renegade JJ Williams, and today I'm going to be talking about the 2006 romantic comedy Just My Luck, starring Lindsay Lohan, Chris Pine, Missi Pyle, Faizon Love, and British pop band McFly. What's up, everybody? Like I said, thank you again for joining me here today on Renegades Reviews. I greatly appreciate you tuning in every day. I know sometimes chick flicks are a little bit hard to watch, but I hope you guys are enjoying this, and thank you again for giving me this here, riding with me through these movies. This film, at its core, is about being thankful for what you have, appreciating all the little things in life. You have Ashley and Jake. Okay, now Ashley lives a very fortunate life. She works with her best friends at a public relations firm, has good fortune since childhood. And of course, she's popular. It's Lindsay Lohan. Now, Jake, on the other hand, seems to encounter bad luck on the daily basis. He just can't catch a break. He's a janitor at a bowling alley. He's an unpaid manager for pop band McFly, persistently trying to get their demo to music executive Damon Phillips and just not getting the time of day. Now, Phillips just so happens to be a client of the firm that Ashley works for. And one day during a meeting, she pitches an idea for a masquerade ball, which he just absolutely loves. Charity fundraiser, his clients can showcase their talents. It's a win-win all the way around, especially for a big firm like that. Now, Ashley is rewarded for this by her boss by giving her her very own office. And she's being put in charge of the ball. Now, Jake hears about the ball, and he decides that he's going to crash it by posing as a masked dancer. During the shenanigans of the ball, a fortune teller tells Ashley that her luck will change soon. Jake notices Ashley, doesn't really know who she is, but he just notices her. Again, it's Lindsay Lohan, she's gonna catch your eye, especially in 2006. So Jake notices her, approaches her, asks her to dance. They're immediately drawn to each other. The whole masquerade vibe, not knowing who each other is, the mystery, the mystique. They're drawn to each other, and they end up kissing. And the kiss ends up swapping their luck. So Ashley's good luck goes to Jake. Jake's bad luck goes to Ashley. Now, Jake sees Damon Phillips leaving the party. This is the guy he's been trying to get to. So he runs after him. Saves Phillips from almost getting hit by a car. So, in order to thank Jake, Phillips grants him and his band an audition, takes the demo, invites them to come down to his studio. While Ashley's waiting for Jake, she breaks the heel off her shoe and her dress rips. So already the bad luck is starting for Ashley, much like the fortune teller predicted. When Jake returns to try to find her, he can't find her because Ashley's been arrested for setting her boss up with a male prostitute. She knew the guy, but she didn't know he was a prostitute. So when she tried to hook her boss up, backfired. Ashley gets fired, spends the night in jail. The next day, Ashley learns that her apartment's condemned, thanks to mold and a flood. She lives with her friends now. She moves in with her best friends, and her bad luck continues. In order to try to reverse things, she tries to track down the fortune teller. The fortune teller doesn't give her any insight. The fortune teller just tells her, well, maybe someone needed your luck more than you did. This is where she realizes that she passed her luck to the person she kissed. Of course, we all know at this point that it's Jake, but because of the masquerade environment, she has no idea who this guy is. So we flip over. After hearing McFly perform, Damon Phillips is impressed with their talent, signs them to his record label. And Ashley is frantically trying to track down every male dancer from that night, kiss them, and try to change her luck back. Problem is, Jake crashed the party. There's no record for him as a dancer. So she's kissing all of these random guys, and nothing's working for her. Emotionally distraught, she has a breakdown at a restaurant. Jake just so happens to be at the restaurant. He doesn't recognize her from the ball, but he sympathizes with her. He sympathizes with her. Helps her calm down. He lived a life of misfortune until that ball. So he can understand what she's going through. Calms her down, offers to help her find a job, try to be somebody there for her. Gets her his old job as the janitor of the bowling alley. And the two end up developing a friendship, a genuine bond here. And when Jake is worried that the band, McFly, won't have enough material for the concert they're supposed to perform at the Hard Rock, Ashley introduces him to her friend Maggie. Maggie is a singer-songwriter of her own. Jake likes the song that she sings for them, wants the band to perform it and record it. Now, at a recording session, the band's in the studio trying to lay down their songs for the album, practicing for their concert. While they're in the studio, Ashley overhears Jake talking, saying how lucky he's been since the masquerade ball. The light bulb clicks off in her head. She realizes that he's the man that she kissed. So, wanting her old life back, wanting her luck back, she kisses him and leaves. It's totally bolts. As she's going back home, she encounters her old boss, the one that she set up with the male prostitute. Come to find out, they're now engaged. They ended up actually falling in love. Ashley is offered a position back, not her old job, but she will be made the vice president of the firm if she helps with a meeting that very night. Of course, she wants it. She wants that life back. But then Maggie tells her that the band's not going to perform her song anymore. And this hurts Ashley, because her friend was about to get a big break by having her song performed, and now that's been taken away. She begins to reflect on the downside of her luck. That while she may have good luck, other people around her, not necessarily so much. Maggie has just lost out on a potential dream because she got her luck back. So she declines the job offer and instead goes to the concert at the Hard Rock, where Jake and the band are having issues because Jake's luck is gone now. She has it. They may even have to cancel the concert. Ashley kisses him, gives him the luck back. Everything starts to turn around. They end up having a very successful gig, and the band plays the song that Maggie wrote. Now, although Ashley has realized that she loves Jake, she doesn't want to give him the bad luck again by kissing him again. So she leaves. She just takes off again. Jake ends up finding her at Grand Central Station. Tells him that she doesn't want to take the luck away because he's used it for good. He's used it to help other people. And he wasn't selfish with the power. He got the band he managed signed. He got her best friend's song recorded and performed. Jake doesn't just think of himself. Ashley does. But he tries to convince her and make her realize that, good things have happened to you even when you didn't have the bad luck. Or even when you didn't have the good luck. When you had bad luck, good things happened to you. And he's willing to struggle together as long as they're together. They end up kissing again and transferring the luck back and forth, back and forth, back and forth during their makeout session. And then Katie arrives, and Katie is a girl who Jake occasionally babysits. It's the granddaughter of his across-the-hall neighbor. When Katie arrives on the scene, they both kind of look at each other, and they each kiss her on the cheek, one on each side, transferring the good luck to her. They walk out of the station hand in hand, pondering luck and karma, and they live happily ever after. Or so we think, Much as I was talking about the other day with Katherine Heigl, this movie came out when Lindsay Lohan was the it girl. This was a year or two after Mean Girls, the days of Freaky Friday and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen were behind her. The Parent Trap remake. And unfortunately, shortly after this, her career just kind of fell apart. Whatever happened in Lindsay's life happened, And it's a shame because she was a good young actress. She would not have had the run that she did of popularity if she didn't have that it factor. And she definitely showed that she had it here. It just fell apart for her. I am going to give this film 3 stars out of 5. If for no other reason than the fact that the British pop band McFly, I don't really know too much of them outside of this, but the songs that they had in the movie were pretty catchy. And Chris Pine, this was only one of his first films. I want to say it was like his 3rd or his 4th major movie. So this was pre him being cast as Captain Kirk in the Star Trek reboot. This is pre him as Steve Trevor in Wonder Woman. Like, though, I think Star Trek came either the following year, 2009 or 2010, and he's now had a 3-movie run there. Wonder Woman came much later, probably close to 10, 11 years later, and there's been 2 films there for him. But you can kind of get a glimpse of his ability and his charm in this film as Jake, the man with the bad luck. So if you're a fan of Chris Pine, I definitely recommend checking out this early performance of his. Don't forget to get out there on social media. Let's get those hashtags trending. Hashtag Casa D18 Studios. Hashtag Renegades Reviews. Hashtag Renegade Returns. And of course, the ever popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade JJ Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag StatBoyApproved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Don't forget to do what that commercial just said. Get out there, support. Go to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network. Get you your Dad's Not Always on Wrestling shirt. Get you your Renegade JJ Williams shirt. Statboy Sports Bar, Statboy Approved, Talk Wrestling, Meachamania, you name it, it's all there. Make sure you come back tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new episode of Renegades Reviews, where I'm going to be taking you back to the 90s with The Bodyguard, starring Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, and that soundtrack that was everywhere. I Have Nothing, Run to You, and of course, Whitney's cover of the Dolly Parton classic, I Will Always Love You. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, right here on Renegades Reviews, to check that out. And until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.